All right, so here we go again. One more time, Pete. They got Mike Marino. Here's another one. Charlestown, though, although he's not starting, he's leading the league in punting, and he's a good quarterback. His name Marino. Yeah, Mike Marino. Okay. John, he's played well. He's thrown a few touchdown passes, and the guy to watch for Charlestown then is Mike Marino. Okay. Number 13. Of course, just like Dan Marino. And the other guy to watch for tonight is going to be number 35, Jim Franklin, their fullback. All right? For Randolph, it's Anthony Comer. They're going to use him throwing, passing, and rushing. And he punts, okay? He's a legitimate triple threat, if there ever was one. I may lead you into that conversation. Mike Elder's going to get the start, but old veteran Jay McGee, Pete, is starting to tailback, okay? EFL's all-time leading rusher, John. Willie Casey, okay, so we're going to talk about, and then we're going to, Old Faithful, Jay McGee. Oh, he's a good one. You know, Sean? All right? And when I talk about the furious pass rush, okay, sit down or? Okay, here's, I'm going to do the open now. Listen up.
Why don't you sit with this right here?
No, I'm not going to be your little guinea friend, all right? Now, look out, the camera's running. Now I'm going to do this. I'm John by my little guinea friend. All right, here we go. Yep, and I'm going to go like this, Pete. I'm going to go like this, okay? Count 1,000, and then tap me in the shoulder and go. Okay? Okay. Here we go. From Memorial Stadium in Randolph, it's the Eastern Football League on Media One as the Randolph Oilers host the Charlestown Townies in the Eastern Football League's 37th season. Hello, everybody. I'm John Horrigan, joined by Pete McGowan. And Pete? Oh, Pete, how are you? ABT is back. We've been with the Oilers since 1990, and with this great country of ours, we've been together as broadcast partners for 14 seasons. Bill Roach is on assignment watching the BC Notre Dame in Indiana. But tonight's game, a classic traditional rivalry here in the Eastern Football League. The Oilers come in struggling, as do the Townies. The Oilers at 3-4, the Townies at 1-7. But you really throw the records out the window when these two teams lock horns.
Well, exactly. It's a great rivalry from long ago, and you know Charlestown's coming in with a great attitude tonight, as it's a beautiful night for football, and the Oilers are ready too out there, John. We're ready to go, ABT.
It's a perfect night, Sean. Let's look right down the teams. First of all, for Randolph, they're going to have Chris Noble returning from a knee injury tonight, but they're going to use their all-purpose guy, a legitimate triple threat who can run, pass, and kick.
Anthony Comer. You can't take it away from the guy. He's the secret weapon, and actually he's not that secret anymore, John. It's been going around the E.F.L. that he's a threat and a triple threat at that.
Like a fine wine, he gets better with age. This gentleman is the Eastern Football League's all-time leading rusher, and he's going to get a start in the Oiler backfield tonight. Who am I talking about?
Oh, Jay McGee. Right. Who else?
Yeah, that's right. Also, the Oilers, Pete, they have a fearsome pass rush. Chris Torm leading the league in sacks. They've got Al Headcase Casey and Steve Bankus, who rank 3rd and 4th in quarterback sacks. So, in order for Charlestown to be effective, they have to be running out of the grasp of those three men. In fact, Charlestown's quarterback has a very famous moniker.
Well, Marino, of course, Mike Marino. He's number 13. Watch out for him. He's a heck of a player out there for Charlestown. But John, they say the best offense is a good defense, and with the way the Randolph Oilers defense has been playing of late, in their last few games, should I say, that if that is clicking tonight, look for the Oilers to put some points on the board.
You heard it here first, folks. Pete says the Oilers are going to ring some up tonight. So, stand by for the kickoff, as we'll be right back after this. You're watching the EFL on Media One. Good. I'm going to do the starting lineups now. That's good. You did fine. You did excellent. You done well, Pete. But I'm going to do the starting lineups now. Well, that's right, Sean. On the Oilers. I'm going to do now the starting lineups. What time do you got? Anybody get a watch on?
I think Tommy does.
What do you got?
10 up.
All right, Tommy, thanks. Here we go. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome to Memorial Stadium. It's the Eastern Football League's 37th season as your Randolph Oilers host the Charlestown Townies. The Oilers come into tonight's game with a record of 3 wins and 4 losses. The Townies are 1-7. We have a wonderful raffle here tonight, folks, so you want to take advantage of that. Go say hello to Mr. Bill Conley and Nick Previty. We're going to be giving away lots of cash tonight.
Here we go. I think it's a camera, a cow wash, and something else.
If anybody shows up.
I know.
And now introducing tonight's starting lineups. Starting at center for the Charlestown Townies. Number 65, Kevin Hammond. At right guard, number 62, Jack Canini. At left guard, number 50, Rich Lallis. At left tackle, number 66, Tom McGrath. At right tackle, number 72, Bob Wilson. And tight end, number 82, Dan Ryan. And split end, number 84, Orlando Soto. At flanker, number 80, Matt Fratolillo. At tailback, number 41, Gary Rodden. At fullback, number 35, Jim Franklin. At quarterback, number 14, Keith Kirby. And now, introducing your Randolph Oilers. At left defensive tackle, number 96, Aaron Hollins. At right defensive tackle, number 95, Jason Vega. At right defensive end, number 94, Al Casey. Can you help out, Tony? At left defensive end, number 34, Chris Tora. At middle linebacker, number 44, Ryan Craig. At strong side linebacker, number 45, Tony Benaria. At weak side linebacker, number 55, Derek Rucker. At free safety, number 5, Charlie McCoy. At strong safety, number 15, Seth Pearson. At left cornerback, number 14, Brian Pagel. And at right cornerback, number 32, Fred Turner. Offensively for the Randolph Oilers, at center, number 75, Dave Joyce. At left guard, number 69, Ted Webster. At right guard, number 53, Bobby Burr. At right tackle, number 78, Jerome Penn. At left tackle, number 77, Jim Jarris. At tight end, number 81, Jeff Powers. At split end, number 80, Willie Casey. At flanker, number 12, Anthony Comer. At fullback, number 30, Mike Elder. At quarterback, number 13, Chris Noble. And at tailback, number 21, the all-time rusher in the Eastern Football League, Jay McGee. Folks, the Oilers are coached by Bob Turner. He's assisted by Fred Turner and Bill Turner, Tom McLaughlin, Ed Penn, Dick Sheehan, Terry Branch, John Gates, Wayne Sumerian, Joe Calzarella, Mosi Tatupu, and the general manager is Mr. Peter O'Kane.
John, is this all the changes in the Marino?
The head coach of the Charlestown Townies is Tony Green. The assistants are Jack Canini, Gary Longo, Fran McCarthy, and Mike Stillman.
You have changes for Randolph?
Yep. Here are the changes here. Number 35 for Charlestown is Franklin. Okay, the only change I have is 12 Comer.
35 is Franklin?
Yep. 12 Comer and 49. Okay, let's go. Let's Charlestown. 35 is Jim Franklin, just like the town. Mr. Murphy, how are you, sir?
How you doing?
Good seeing you. All right, they're bringing out the big dogs tonight, aren't they?
I hear your voice when I was dressing, John. Look at that.
Well, I hope you took some Pepto-Bismol. Hey, George, who's working with you tonight?
Let's see. The umpire is
Tony, I'll work with you. I'll get all those done for you.
Okay,
All right?
good.
Yep. Well, I got George up
Ed
there.
Shanahan.
Great.
The umpire, head linesman, is Don Higgins. And the line judge is Jim Kearney. Back judge is Dave McCarthy.
Good. Okay, and we got Tony and stats.
Tony's on the stats.
And that's great. And we're going to have Tommy. Tommy, what's your last name?
Oh, I'm Dave.
Dave, I'm sorry, Dave.
Dave Hill.
Oh, that's right. Dangerous Dave. I forgot. All right, thank you, George.
Okay, John.
We're going to go up, I guess, at normal time.
Now, they still work. They still work. They were in the fly.
Okay. What time do you have?
That's not a woman. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, the other
Tommy, we'll go up on the coin toss.
Okay, thank you very much. All right, Anthony, how you feeling?
Tony, thank you for the stats.
Yeah. Now to do what I did is fall off the ladder and land your head and twist mine out. I fell off the ladder in April.
You fell off the ladder, yeah?
Yeah, landed right on my head. On my head. I went off backwards, hit the railing, upside down, right in my head. Had a concussion. Haven't had a headache since.
Wow.
Huh? Keeping the time on the field. Yeah, we'll keep it on. Yeah. Peter?
Okay, here we go, Tony.
Tomorrow you don't start the quarterback.
Is that right?
No, he's not Kirby. That's what Dave's going to. Kirby's going to start. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, any guys out there?
No.
I didn't think you didn't give it to me. They knew in advance, so I'm going to read right from it.
Yep. Oh, here we go.
So, am I watching you?
Yeah.
The stats about the clock?
Yeah. The guy who was...
Okay, first let's do Charlestown or Randolph. You got Randolph, we'll do Randolph. Here we go. 12 is Anthony Comer from 16 to 12. The only other change that I have is 58 will become 49. Stanton becomes 49, and that's all I have.
2 minutes warning. Stanton.
Yep.
5 minutes to go.
And then we got over here at 35 is Franklin, Jim Franklin. 50 is Rich Lallis.
The clock doesn't go in there. And on the lines, and if it goes out of bounds.
Okay.
Well, how do you spell gets the ball.
All right, Lallis, L-A-L-A-S.
What number is he?
50. And 72, who's not listed, is Bob Wilson.
If you go like that, stop it, right?
Yeah.
And that's all I have. And 83 is Jay Jones, not Joyce, Jay Jones.
Once the ball goes in, the umpire, the hash mark.
Keep all that.
Did you get that, you got the stuff in the mail?
Yes, thank you very much. You're a good man.
I thought maybe we
Yeah.
want to use that form.
Yeah, okay, with the form that you sent? All
Yeah, I didn't know what you wanted.
If it gets,
Bill asked for one.
gets any,
right. Oh, no, I use my own homemade. This thing, that way I can list it.
Well, I think I sent you,
sometimes you run it.
I mean, the stats are vital to me, you know that.
something like this,
155.
or something like that.
Okay, yeah, I did get that. Yep. I scored in an unorthodox way, Tony.
10 seconds up. You went down to.
You know, he wanted one, he won't be here tonight, Bill?
We'll tell you.
He's at the Notre Dame game. BC Notre Dame.
Yeah, well, we'll tell you.
Probably a lot of
And
others too, huh?
play is
Yeah.
snap.
Yeah, they're supposed to do well this year.
Nobody
So
down?
10.
I can't understand. It's a beautiful night.
Okay.
I know,
But don't worry about it, we'll correct it.
so, we have a meeting Sunday, huh?
We have a meeting Sunday, yeah, we could, well, he's gonna bring the film, he says.
On ABT, but remember, if you don't turn it into a college drinking game by saying ABT like 1,000 times.
But he calls me up, I just, I remember the play.
See, no, this game will be good. 'Cause, it's not.
I had a guy.
Randolph has to win in order to keep their playoff hopes alive. Correct?
Jimmy
Therefore,
Eddie had
they'll
a
probably
guy blocking me
just
over the
demolish him.
That's a legal block, you know, a legal block, except it was during the change of possession, and now it becomes illegal. You see, I'm gonna bring you this is another.
He gonna be there, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Memorial Stadium. Tonight's game between the Randolph Oilers and the Charlestown Townies. This is the Oilers' 8th game of the season. Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we ask May you kindly rise. First, a moment of silence for the loss of a princess. And now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you would remain standing, we're playing for our national anthem. Get ready. Let me know when we're on. Tom, let me know when we're on. From Memorial Stadium in Randolph, it's the Eastern Football League in their 37th season as the Randolph Oilers host the Charlestown Townies. It's week number 8 in the Eastern Football League, and the Oilers come into town with a record of 3-4, their second to last home game of the season. Charlestown visiting here with a 1-7 record. Hello everybody, I'm John Horrigan, joined by Pete McGowan, longtime colleague. Pete and I called the Oilers back in their undefeated days, their salad days, Pete, back when they went undefeated in 90 and won the championship.
Oh, those were great years, John. Although the Oilers had a bye last week, Charlestown is coming off a loss to Middleborough by a score of 22-12. So we're looking for a pretty upbeat game tonight here.
We talked about the explosive Anthony Comer. He engineered a comeback victory against Leominster. A very exciting game, the last one that we both were. He's going to start at flanker, but he will probably be moved to the backfield before the night's complete.
Well, he is a triple threat as well, John. Yeah. He's not only a weapon on the offense, but he also kicks. And he's a man to watch, that's for sure here for the Oilers.
Marlborough is atop the league, undefeated, perennial champions. I think they've won since Randolph has last won the championship. It's been Marlborough. Boston's 5-2, followed by Granite State 5-3, Middleborough 4-3, Leominster 4-4, Randolph 3-4, Charlestown 1-7, Maine 0-7. Pete, a win for Randolph, a loss for Middleborough, who are going to Kelleher Stadium in Marlborough, and also a defeat by Leominster at the hands of Granite State will put the Oilers back in the playoff hunt.
Well, it's kind of in their hands as well, John. If they win the remaining games, you know, that can only have a positive effect on the team, and hope for the other teams that need to lose in order so that they do make the playoffs.
Oh, if you look at the teams, handicapping the teams prior to the start of tonight's game. Randolph is averaging 13 points per game for, and they're yielding 14 against. Charlestown 12 points a game for, 26 against. So this is a porous Charlestown defense.
Once again, defense will win you ball games, and if you don't have a good defense, you can't really hope for that many points to go up on the board.
Let's talk about special teams. Their explosive kick returners, Danny Grew and Dan Foreman, are not playing tonight. Grew is out with an injury. Foreman has a turf toe. Grew has an ankle injury, and also Ashton Ashby, their fullback, is also. The Oilers missing some key players.
Well, they're going to have to pick up the slack here tonight. I'm sure this Charlestown team is hungry for a victory, as they did lose last week, but only by
Deep
10.
for the Oilers, number 5, Charlie McCoy. And number 15, Seth Pearson. Game time temperature 65 degrees. Nice little 65-degree temperature here tonight, Pete.
Well, we have a pretty funky setup too, with you doing the PA. That's pretty innovative, huh?
Yep, the Octopus. I'm going to be working, folks. Bear with me at home. Our listeners tonight, the public address and play-by-play. We're underway. Spalding's kick on a short hop by Seth Pearson. Takes it at about the 16. Pearson dances his way across the 30 out to the 35. Seth Pearson on the kick return. His return of 20 yards. Not a bad way. Some good field position for the Oilers.
Pretty good field position to start the game.
The quarterback, Randolph Oilers, number 13.
Feel a good return as he got by the initial special teamsman down there and got a few extra yards. There is a penalty on the plate on John. It looks like it's holding against the Oilers, so it's going to back them up.
Yeah, backing them up already. Randolph has had one game where they've been penalized over 100 yards. Offensively for Randolph, the center is number 75, Dave Joyce. The left guard, Ted Webster. The right guard, Bobby Burr. Left tackle, Jim Charis. The right tackle, Jerome Penn out of retirement. The tight end, Jeff Powers. The split end, Willie Casey. Flanker, Anthony Comer. The quarterback, Chris Noble. The tailback, Jay McGee. Mike Eldridge starting at fullback. First pitch is to McGee, the EFL's all-time leading rusher. Jay McGee on the carry. Taken down by Scott Spalding.
Spalding made a nice play on defense there to stay at home and not go with the head fakes that Jay McGee is so apt at giving and shaking his defenders. But that was a nice play by the defender down there to make it a loss on the play.
And Jay McGee, loss of about 4 on the play. Mark Harding checks out of the ball game. Oilers bring in Derek Epps as a wide out to the near side, and Willie Casey split wide to the near side. Pro set backfield. Elder and Jay McGee. A short pass, throws it out, complete to Willie Casey. Casey tries to dodge a bullet, finally knocked down. Here's Noble's pass, is complete to Willie Casey.
Casey gets back to just about the original line. Well, I checked that, John. He get about 5 yards on the play. Quick look-in pass out there to the wide out on the play. 5 yards picked up. Now get back. Third down, third and long.
3rd and 9. Casey, a refugee from the folded Ocean State Buccaneers. Here we go now, 3rd and 9. These third down conversions are important. I'll be tracking them as the night progresses. Anthony Comer now lined up as a setback. Mike Elder as a fullback. There's long cadence by Noble. It's a draw play to Comer. Snuffed out. Anthony Comer, the guy. Charlestown stop. They've got number 79, Russell Freeman.
That play took a long time to develop there. The draw play didn't fool anybody on the Charlestown defense, John. And is not the Randolph Oilers team leading the league in third down conversions?
The Randolph Oilers, number 11, Todd Roberts.
There was a stat we were looking at earlier.
For Charlestown, number 80, Matt
Randolph did convert a good amount of their third down.
Todd Roberts punting. Oh, it's already got a paw on it. And it's picked up by the up back, Kelvin Murphy. Kelvin Murphy on the punt return.
Well, that's it right there. Mistakes, John. You know, they give the ball over to the Charlestown Townies inside their own territory. Ball's going to be spotted at about the 41-yard line of Randolph. So Charlestown gets a pretty padded cushion here on first down.
9-yard return by Kelvin Murphy off the 25-yard Todd Roberts punt. First and 10 for Charlestown, working from the Randolph 41. Randolph starting 4-down lineman. Now showing blitz from the shotgun. Looking long, Pagel is there and he breaks it up.
Good defensive play by Brian Pagel in there as the receiver kind of looked like he had the step on it perhaps, but Brian Pagel came back and made a nice play to deflect the ball and
Tony, I don't know who number 8 is.
So it's going to bring
No
up
idea.
second down
You think it's
now,
Marino?
10 yards. It looked like a pretty good pass route run by the Charlestown receiver. Going out of the shotgun again.
Kirby working from the shotgun on 2nd and 10. Hand off to Scott Spalding. Spalding taken down on the play. Scott Spalding the carrier.
Spalding there, he played both ways for the Charlestown Townies, and that's one factor you're going to have to keep in mind here, John, as the attrition factor may play into this game, as the Charlestown Townies seem as though they have one string and maybe a few fillers.
3rd down now. Kirby rolling out. Throws, pass incomplete. Kirby's pass intended for Orlando Soto, incomplete, 4th down. So 4th down.
4th down here. It's fairly good field position. Still, the ball sitting on about the 43-yard line of Randolph, so I would imagine they'd be going for it here. No, they're going to punt the ball to the Coffin corner. Perhaps a fake punt here.
Punting for Charlestown, number 8, Keith Kirby. Keith Randolph, number 5, Charlie McCoy. Nice punt. McCoy's going to let it roll. Oh, it's going to die at the 1. Charlie's going to pick it up at the loose ball. Oh, my! The punt is recovered by Charlie McCoy. It is a 41-yard punt by Keith Kirby.
Wow, John, that ball stopped right there on the 1-yard line, and the pickup man for the Oilers was lucky to have a chance to grab it, as he looked like he initially tried to grab it, missed it, and then he luckily fell on it to give back the ball to the offense for Randolph. A long way to go for the TD, though.
1st and 10 for the Oilers. Peter said they're back against the end zone on the 2. They come out and throws it back up Homer. Lining up in the backfield. He's on lineup now as a blocking back for Jay McGee. Watching near side is veteran Mark Harding. Now here's Comer. Look at him dance. Comer crosses the 10. Stutter steps to the 15 with the brakes on. Afterburners on. Crosses the 20. This is Anthony Comer.
Anthony Comer looked like he was going to try to round the corner, but then went back against the grain and did a few of those jukes and jives, enough to get his offense and his teammates and line mates the 1st down. A little bit of breathing room here.
Gain of 19, clock on the run. Townies hit it for 2:14 in their first possession. Clock running, now 10:15. I formation now. Homer is the blocking back. Oh, Coach Turner didn't tell me about this. And off goes to Jay McGee. McGee stutter steps, hurdles his way forward, across the 30. Jay McGee.
Great blocking on the left side of the line by the Oilers there to open up the hole for Jay McGee to run through. And a nice chunky yardage on that play there. It's
1st down.
another 1st down. Yes, sir, Rick. Gain of 11 by the EFL's leading rusher, Mr. Jay McGee.
Let's go over the Charlestown defense. The nose guard is Steve Walker. Left tackle is Ron Picard. Right tackle Jimmy Spencer. The right end Reggie Murphy. Left end Scott Spalding. Outside linebackers Kevin Keegan and Sean Hogan. The middle linebacker Mike Joyce. In the secondary we have down the 2nd. Here's Mike Elder. 1st tackle. He is swarmed over by Steve Walker. Mike Elder on the carry. Stopped by Steve Walker.
Elder the up back, the fullback in the I formation, John. He got the quick give, tried it off the right guard over there on the right side. Nothing doing as the Charlestown Townies had it well strung out there. Gain of about 3 yards.
2nd down and 7. Defensive backs in the corners. For Kevin Murphy and Jeff McCarthy. Secondary men are Randy St. and McKinnon. 2nd down and 7 now. Once again, the I formation. A long, deliberate cadence by Noble. It draws the Charlestown team offside. We'll have to see, though, that it's encroachment or if somebody moved along the line. They mark her down. Deliberate indication is outside Charlestown.
Well, it is a against the defense. Randolph's getting a few breaks here as they had their backs to the wall. Now it's 2nd and 3 at their own 39-yard line.
We'll take that. Now coming to the near side. Good Epps, Derek Epps. He's going to see a lot of playing time due to all the injuries to Groove and Danny Horrigan and But Comer once again sets up his blocking fullback to tailback Jay McGee. They give this to Jay McGee. Slashes across the 40.
Jay McGee on the guy. Take it down the way back in Keegan.
Keegan made a nice tackle coming out from his linebacker
First
position.
down.
But once again, that hole opened up on the left-hand side, enough for a Mack truck to run through. And Jay McGee doesn't need that much room, as we know, Johnny. Made another nice run for another first down Oilers.
Their third of the ball game here. On the 42, first and 10 for Randolph. Clock on the run down to 7:40 here in this opening quarter. We have no score. John Horrigan along with Pete McGowan. Bill Roach. Billy's in Notre Dame taking on the BC game. A well-deserved long time. Our boys took over for us when we were deported.
Exile.
There we go. Here's Jay McGee. He's swung over by Steve Barber.
Jay McGee in the carry and take it down by Steve Barber.
Nice collapsing defense on the left-hand side of their line for the Townies. Crushed it up there to make it 2nd down and about 9. Oh, these Oilers are explosive though, and Coach Turner does put in a few plays to keep the defense on their toes, as it were. If not, some of the trick plays he throws in there could really burn them.
2nd and 9. Harding now split line to the near side. Slaughter. Far side is Willie Casey. Once again, they're going to use that eye, the power eye. Blocking back is Comer, the tailback, Jay McGee. Play action fake to McGee. Dumps it out. Pass complete to Anthony Comer. On a little side dance. Side steps his way out of bounds at the 37.
Great play. Chris Noble did a good job to freeze the linebackers there with the play action, John. And Anthony Comer came out of the backfield into the flat. Caught the nice crisp pass from Chris Noble and ran it for some extra yardage there. 21-yard gain on the play. First down, Randolph.
Watch his arm when he says that, run. He says run it. Dave, you gotta. When he says that, run it.
The timeout on the field.
Officials timeout.
Officials timeout.
Officials for tonight's game.
The officials for
The referee is George Murphy Sr., the umpire Ed Shanahan. Head linesman Don Higgins. Dave McCarthy is the back judge. Jim Kearney, the line judge. Tony Sirico is the statistician, and Dave Bill on the clock.
Well, I guess this scoreboard controller up here, John, is just older than high school itself. Not
Well,
the
there's more now.
kid, the machine.
But still, all the equipment works fine here at Memorial Stadium. John.
John.
Here we go. Power eye formation, first and 10 for the Oilers working inside. Charlestown 40 at the 37. Hand up to Jay McGee again. Shuts attack with Jay. Gets across the 35 down 33.
Jay McGee.
Jay McGee, good back to have on your team, that's for sure. He did a nice dance step there, John, as there was no hole as where it was supposed to be, where the play intends it to be. Therefore, he had to sidestep. He sidestepped a couple times and then ran it upfield for a pickup of about 4.5. A nice game for Jay McGee.
Second down, we call Marino 6, working from the Charlestown 33. Charlestown wearing their powder blue uniform, white numbers. Not as bad as the white jerseys with the powder blue numbers. They're like Los Angeles King. Pass by Noble is incomplete, intended for Jeff Powers.
Chris Noble's pass is intended for Jeff Powers.
Pass over the middle there, kind of dangerous as there were a lot of aqua blue shirts right there in the middle. All falls incomplete. What a night for a game though, John. This EFL, I don't know why everyone in the world doesn't know about this great league.
Because they have announcers like us that read Pulse phones. You left that right out in the Ball on the 33 now, third down, the Oilers. 1 for 1 if they're down conversions. So when Power Eye Elder back in his blocking bag, no to pass. Looking long for Harding. He's got great coverage.
Chris Noble's pass intended for Mark Harding. Coverage provided by Elvin Murphy.
Noble's down in the play lead.
Oh, there was some rumors that he might have been questionable for tonight's
Close
game.
reminder, tonight's raffle.
Hopefully, Chris Noble
You can walk home
will be able to come back. Although it looks like he's
about $64 at this point, but the jackpot is growing. Go down and see Bill Conklin. Tonight's first prize, you get half the cash. Second prize, a Polaroid camera.
all the a lot of the trainers are out there
A
for
car wash. Car wash.
Chris Noble. I had heard earlier, John, something that he was a little bit
Also
hurt.
a reminder,
Looks like it might be his knee, and that's one joint you don't want to fire up around here because of the knee or the fork, buy into it from it.
While they're attending to Chris Noble, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back along this Media One network. Tom, did you take a break? We just went to a break. Yeah. We'll come back when he gets up. Another smoke hole?
Is that a stretch?
You're doing good, yeah. Now you gotta put Comer in, I guess, right?
John, only a half.
I see it.
It's there.
Stop by and say hello to the folks down there. Let's hear it for this snowball.
Okay, while we break, Tom, come back. Are we back?
With 5:05 left to go here in the first quarter, Chris Noble has came off the field under his own power. He is still limping. Fourth down and 6 from the 33-yard line now. Anthony Comer in at quarterback for the Randolph Oilers.
Well, Anthony, triple threat we've seen him carry tonight. He's caught a pass, and now he's quarterback, and he's a punter as well. Todd Roberts relinquishes those duties. Oh, a botched snap! Now Anthony picks it up, still looking downfield. Comer throwing for a wide open Willie Casey, and he has it for the touchdown.
Anthony Comer's pass is complete to Willie Casey for the touchdown. A 33-yard scoring strike, and the Randolph Oilers lead 6-0.
So that was a quick mistake turned good as the snap was botched, and Anthony Comer had the peace of mind to pick it up and run into the pocket back there, as it were, as it turned out to be. Looked downfield and found a wide open
Willie
Casey in the end zone for the 6 points.
What? He's up in his block. Steve Barber got his paw on it.
The extra point is blocked by Steve Barber. Oilers lose 6-0.
We'll be back right after this.
Oh, Pete. Who made you producer?
No, it's
We're still on the air. We don't even know when we go to a break or not.
See, I came from the days while we had to save tape, John.
This is true. This is true. The days of trying to fit a 2-hour and 30-minute game onto a 2-hour tape, I remember those well. So if you're scoring at home, which I doubt you are, it's a 33-yard scoring strike from Anthony Comer to Willie Casey. The point after touchdown is blocked by Barber.
Kicking off for the Randolph Oilers, number 3, cameraman. Deep to the Charlestown Townies. Number 80, Randoplh. Number 12, Smith.
All right, here we go. Randoplh is deep.
In years past, wasn't it permissible to run back the blocked extra point, John? What's the deal now?
2 points. We saw one in that 91
That's right.
season, one blocked and run back for 2. In fact, we saw a baseball game, 3-2 Randolph over Boston. Kicking underway. It's going to be fielded by the up-back. Jimbo Murphy. A good return going here. Actually, that was Rich Santola.
Rich Santola on the kick return for Charlestown.
Good return, cross midfield. It's going to be placed at about... No, check that. That's the 45-yard line. It's first and 10, though, John. At midfield, just about the 46-yard line of Charlestown. All to 44. Good return, though, by the up-back.
First down.
For Charlestown, the center is Kevin Hammond, the right guard Jack Neeney, the right tackle Bob Wilson, left tackle Tom McGrath, left guard Mike O'Brien. Quarterback is Marino. Marino rolling out. Throws off his back foot, cross body, and the pass is nearly intercepted.
Mike Marino's pass is broken up by Sam Pearson.
Pearson did a good job to get Pearson to get in between the intended receiver and the quarterback. Almost came up with the interception. There is a marker down on the play here.
See where they marked it off. Awkward throw by Marino. Mike Marino in the game, number 8. One of the number switch prior to start of tonight's ball game. Jay Jones is checked in.
Penalty is declined.
So it'll be second down.
Mike Marino's quarterback, the fullback Jim Franklin, the tailback Gary Rodden. Wideout Stradalillo and Soto. Timing is Danny Ryan, who broke the order to defense momentarily. And up to the up back, swarmed over on the play. See when he gets up there.
Handoff goes to Gary Rodden. Randolph stop made by number 45 at the area. And number 44, Ryan Craig. They're down.
Good gang tackling defense exhibited there by the Randolph Oilers as he got stopped in game nothing.
Third down and 10. Charlestown over 1. On third down conversion, working for the shotgun Mike Marino. Heavy pass rush, here they come. He dumps it out, incomplete.
Marino's pass intended for number 82, Dan Ryan. Broken up by Indian area.
Well, it's his third down. There's a third down on the marker. Fourth on the scoreboard, I believe it is fourth down.
Penalty marker down. We marked on against Randolph. Personal foul. First down for Charlestown.
Oh, a big 15-yarder, Pete. Randolph penalized twice for 25 yards here.
This is where the defense has to really show what they're made of. As they pretty much stopped them 3 downs and out, but now they get a gift first down to the Townies. Let's see if they can capitalize. Oh, fumble!
It's picked up on the back there.
Loose ball.
Shot here.
Charlestown recovers. Second down, 15.
Well, that's one way to spoil a good present right there, John. As the pitch was mishandled by the running back there, and he was lucky to have it stay in front of him and him being able to fall on it. Second down.
Was veteran Jeff McCarthy. Marino working from the shotgun. Second and 15. Double wideouts to the far side. Marino dumps out to Rod and the pass is complete. He's taken down by Ryan Craig.
Hard running there.
Pass complete. Gary Rodden.
Ryan, after he caught the ball, John, he looked like a runaway train there as it took a couple of Oilers to bring him down. Craig in on the play, but 5-yard pickup. He looked dangerous in there. The referees are calling it timeout. Or, John, what's going on here, please?
They're having a problem with the clock. I think they're going to keep the time down on the field. Well, that's the end of the first quarter. I guess they are keeping time on the field.
That is the end of the first quarter play with the score the Randolph Oilers 6, the Charlestown Townies nothing.
And we're going to go to a break. We'll be right back after this. Okay, come on back, Tom. Bring us back, Kate.
We're back from Memorial Field in Randolph, Massachusetts. It's the EFL on Media One. The Randolph Oilers hosting the Charlestown Townies, where the Randolph Oilers have a 6-0 lead going into the second quarter here. And it seems to me, John, defense is playing a very large role in this going in thus far.
Absolutely. Defensively, the tackles are Jason Vega, Aaron Hollins. The ends are Al Casey and Chris Torum. The linebackers are Ryan Craig, Anthony Benaria, Derek Rucker. In the secondary, the corners are Brian Pagel and Fred Turner. The safeties, strong safety, Seth Pierce, and the free safety, Charlie Blank.
They're down.
Third and 9 now, working from the Oilers 43. They're showing blitz again, B. Here come, they're going to send all the dogs now. Marino rolling out, his pass is complete to Soto, who slides down. He will be ruled down.
Only gained a couple of yards
Marino's
there.
pass complete to Orlando Soto.
Soto almost broke it there, but his knee touched the ground, and the referee was right there to blow the whistle and call the play dead. Gonna make it a 4th down situation here for the Townies. At about Randolph's 41-yard line. The question here, John, as the punter did a good job to deaden the ball right inside the 5-yard line last time on the punter.
Well, Marino's the punter, and he's leading the league in punting, Pete. He's had a fine season next quarterback this year. He's over 48%, almost 700 yards, 7 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. He's been sacked 3 times.
Fourth down.
Here we go now, working from a long shotgun. He might punt it though, pooch it, and you never know, Pete. Long count by Marino. He does pooch it. Yeah. It's a nice one, just like you said it was going. They're going to try to down it inside, and they do.
The ball is down at the Oiler 1. It is a 39-yard punt by Mike Marino.
Great job, great call there. Second one there, and you count those averages, but they're nothing compared to the effect that they have had. Although the Charlestown defense didn't do a good job to pin down this Randolph Oiler offense when they had the chance last time Marino did it for them. Maybe Marino gave them another
second quarter
chance here.
Second quarter.
The Oilers sure do have an uphill battle from here. First and
Folks,
10
time is being kept down on the field of play.
from their own 1-yard line. Jay McGee, the tailback, looks like he's out of the end zone practically.
I had to watch out touching the PA and the mic at the same time. I almost electrocuted twice. Comer's the quarterback. You give to Jay McGee, there's a loose ball.
Might be a safety. Whoa, we're gonna have to. It's a fight for the ball down there. It's a scrum. Might be a safety. A touchdown. It's a touchdown, John.
Touchdown by Charlestown.
Woo, a lineman's dream
The
right
ball
there.
recovered by Rich Santola at
Rich
6-6.
Santola. Rich Santola makes the score 6-6 here. That's a gigantic play right there as the defense really shined there for the Charlestown Townies, giving them 6 points. And now Randolph has an even larger hill to climb. As I'm concerned, as far as I'm concerned, is they were handed a bad luck card and turned even worse there on that play. It was a botched play, and one of the linemen
Timeout, Charlestown.
did a good job to hold off the offensive line for the Oilers, and defense lineman's team touchdown Charlestown.
Well, Charlestown's so excited that they got that touchdown. Rich Santola with the fumble recovery. It's 6-6 now. They're going to take a timeout. 6-6 with approximately 12 minutes remaining in this first half. I'm John Horrigan and not proud of it. Joined by Peter McGowan, ABT. Thank you, Constitution. Thank you, Bill of Rights. Lovely. Ain't that America, this country, huh? What do you think of the moment of silence, incidentally, for the Princess prior to the start of tonight's game?
It was very kind of you, John, being the Frenchman that you are.
6-6 the score. Charlestown with a long delivered discussion. After this, they kick the extra point. I'm going to be angry, but obviously they're mixing up some sort of 2-point stew here. Take the lead.
Charlestown will attempt 2-point conversion.
Well, they're going to go for 2 feet. Here we go. They've got in the backfield. Carry run in. Marino is the quarterback. 6-6 now here. 12 minutes to go, second quarter. Charlestown will suddenly time it. Marino, play action fake bootleg. He's in big trouble. Chris Torm in pursuit, the league's leader in sacks, and he gets up.
Mike Marino taken down by Mad Dog. Chris
Marino
Torm.
there, as it looked like it was a naked bootleg called Marino's.
The 2-point conversion is no good. It's 6-6.
2-point conversion has failed. Score remains tied at 6. That's see right there, John. As far as the psyche goes for the Charlestown Townies, I think if they had made that 2-point conversion, that really would have done a lot for this Charlestown team, as the defense gave a present to the offense in 6 points, and the offense would have been gravy. Couldn't quite feed the team any gravy, so the score will be tied. And will remain.
Taking on for Charlestown, number 9, Scott Spalding.
Some more points to score. Yes. All right.
I've got the dictionary.
All right.
That's what you're saying. We got scramblers. There are special Oiler fans with Peter scramblers. These scramblers at their house, so you don't have to worry. Back for the Oilers, number 15, Seth Pearson, and number 5, Charlie McCoy.
Back for the Oilers, number 15, Seth Pearson, and number 5, Charlie McCoy.
Now, without Danny Grew, who's leading the league in kick returns, he's their best kick returner in Danny Foreman. Oilers, so they didn't lose much speed.
They're kicking from the 30, John. Why is that?
Because they went to NFL rules and the NFL kicks from the 30. They do, that is a strange formation they do set up prior to kickoff when they ask for time in. Spalding's kick. Seth is going to field in a couple of hops. Lets it go out of bounds. Smart play by Seth.
Penalty marker down.
Ball went out of bounds. except his Sam Pearson's brother. Now, I wonder if they have the option of free kick here. They change the rules every season. I'm not sure. There's George, the dean of officials. George Murphy is a great guy. He's head of the rules committee. He's been one of the deans along with Tony Sirico in this league.
What was that story you had about him telling you that Stickham?
Oh yeah, he didn't like Stickham used in the game. And there was a Marlborough game, and the Marlborough players were, why not? He says, because I put the ball down to 35, and as I'm walking away, I see, you see it's still stuck to my hand. That's why you're not going to use that Stickham, and he banned it. So that's a great story from the ABT archive. They're going to kick it off again.
Free kick from the 25, illegal procedure to call.
So illegal procedure back and what? Finn? 2 penalties for 10 yards for Charlestown. Yeah. Here we go, kick off. Then there have been lightning games where it's been striking lightning. And George thought that the god of fair play was trying to get him back. The ultimate penalty marker being thrown. Kick off by Spalding. Oh, he gets all this one, Pete. Oh, Charlie McCoy over his shoulder. Charlie had trouble with that first kick return. Here's Charlie following Seth Pearson, outruns his coverage. Charlie crosses the 30.
Charlie McCoy.
Good return by McCoy.
30 yards.
End zone stripe there. He brought it out to the 30-yard line. Big 30-yard return here for the special
First and
team.
10 for the Oilers.
Gives the Oilers offense the ball back.
Well, Noble had a knee injury earlier in the season, Pete, and I'd say he would be through for the season. Of course, I called him through for the season about 2 weeks ago. I said, Chris isn't playing. I'm talking to Coach Turner, the head coach of the Randolph Oilers and former EFL Coach of the Year, and he said, Chris is out. No, he's right behind you. There you go. I formation to Elder, the blocking back. Jay is the tailback. Gives to the fullback. Elder. Swarmed over and stuffed up at the line of scrimmage.
Mike Elder on the catch.
Give to Elder there.
Center of the Charlestown line.
Gang tackling by the Townies. Brought him down for a gain of about 1, perhaps 2. So Charlestown now coming off a present of a touchdown here. If they have a chance to hold this Oiler offense here to perhaps 3 downs and punt, you know, that they have a good chance of coming back and
Elder.
perhaps putting some
30
points on this more points on the board.
Second and 8.
Second down and 8. I formation. Randolph climbing a hill.
Big help.
Oh, they're offside.
Penalty markers everywhere.
Looked like someone didn't get the count, I think, John. Yes, procedure against the Oilers. So, that's one direction the Randolph Oilers do not want to be traveling. 3 for 30, the new second string quarterback for the Oilers, Anthony Comer, is doing 3 for 30. Not bad, John. 10 yards a whack, but pretty good D's being put on by the Townies now.
Terrence Stanton seeing some time at fullback, wearing number 49 tonight. High formation, second down for Gurney Comer, about 14. Working from the Townie 27. Jay McGee. Stuffed up at the line of scrimmage and smeared out of the 29.
Nothing going over there on the right, over right guard for the Oilers. They might have seen some sort of deficiency in the Charlestown Townie. Gain of only 1 yard. So the third down and 12 yards now. So the Townies really showing something here, John. Big play for both clubs.
Working from the 29-yard line, the right hash. With a throws it back in, Anthony Comer, third down Randolph. 1 for 2 on third down conversions, heavy pass rush. Anthony doesn't care, throws for Jeff Powers, incomplete.
Anthony Comer's pass intended for Jeff Powers. Covered by Matt Weatherlow.
It was a straight drop back, quick drop back by Comer, and he looked almost too anxious to throw it there. It falls incomplete, 4th down.
Anthony Comer, the league's second leading punter, punting.
Anthony Comer in the punt for the Oilers.
Jack of all trades here for the Randolph Oilers. Anthony Comer.
Got
Got a Rulo back deep for the Charlestown Townies. So this is a big exchange going on here, Joe.
Yeah, Mr. Everything, Anthony Comer, left-handed, left-footed punter from the 29. Let's see what he get.
It's a good bounce for Randolph.
From the 29 down to the 26.
A 45-yard punt by Anthony Comer.
Wow, 45 yards on the punt there by Anthony Comer. So he did a good job there to back up these Oilers.
Charlestown's ball, first and 10 on their own 25.
On their own 25 when we come back to live action here.
Close again, the time has been kept down on the field with play.
So Charlestown now has a good amount of yards to cover, but they do have the ball.
Yeah. Here's Marino. Anthony's worn 3 numbers, 8, 16, now 12 for the Oilers. And off the up back. Swarmed over. No, sir. They got him in a bag and a rope around him. That was Jim Franklin.
Jim Franklin on the carry. No, sir.
Nowhere to go for Franklin as the surging Oiler defense stood him up and brought him down there for a gain of about half a yard, if that. Second down and 10.
They got Big Steve Bankus. Bankus out of retirement. Got Jason Vega. Hollins in there. Michael Malcolm. There you get down. As a down linebacker. We had some action. Second down and 9. Charlestown works from their own 26 with a tight eye formation. Play action, fake Marino rolling out, dumps it out to Orlando. Soto complete, taken down by Charlie McCoy.
Pass complete.
Marino did a good job there to freeze a couple of the defenders for the Oilers and find the open man, but the well-strung out Oiler defense corralled him up over there on the far sideline, bring up a third down situation, gain on the play of just about 6 yards. So another big play coming up here.
Third down, Charlestown went for 3 on third down conversions. They're working down. Ball just eclipsing the 30-yard line. Again, a tight eye formation. Randolph 5 down. Quick drop. Bankus, heavy pass rush, gets his bar up there. Marker down.
Marino's pass is complete. Quarterback pressure applied by his defense. There's a marker down.
From where that flag was thrown, that might have been an illegal man downfield or what have you. We're gonna have to see.
Pete?
There we go.
Pete? The Dean? You taught George Murphy everything he knows. Not, but that was a good one.
Illegal man downfield decline.
Penalties declined.
Fourth down.
All well and good, Pete, but you still have to pay.
That's right.
Punting Mike Marino. Keeper there, number 12, Anthony Comer.
Look at Comer now. He's back to returning punt speed.
Wow.
He's punted. Quarterback. Played running back, wide receiver already. Nice punt by Marino, the league's leading punter. 39-yard punt by Marino. Anthony directing traffic like a cop on the corner.
Anthony Comer on the punt return. A 39-yard punt, a 5-yard return by Anthony.
5 yards added to Anthony Comer's total on the special team side of the ball. Randolph, once again, fairly good field position starting off. See, this is where the attrition factor is going to come in, as it looks like Randolph is starting, check that, Charlestown might start tire here late in the second half. First half, fourth. John,
Don't worry. Don't worry, folks. I don't understand either. But at least he's trying.
Oh, yeah.
The vital cog in ABT's well-oiled Datsun. From the shotgun, pass snap, loose ball, fumble, Anthony, high stepping his way, across the 40, bounced out of the 45.
Good recovery by
Comer did a
Anthony
great job
Comer.
to recover that ball and keep his head up and his progress going forward. Made a nice gain on the play, pick up 8 yards. Yeah, so that's a real
Second and 2.
real thorn in the side, if you will, for Charlestown here. It looked like they may have had a loss on the play, but good old Anthony Comer knows this game too well.
Yes, he does. Oh, that was a great recovery, though, Pete. The way he was high stepping there, like he was on the Stairmaster. Now you've got me doing it. See what a bad. I got it from you.
Oh, big game.
Big game, Jay McGee exploding across the 40. First down.
Jay McGee,
First down.
another great run there. Banged it off the side. Looks like it's going to be a holding call. That's how we got free out there. Jay McGee. Can't cancel that game on the play.
18.
Yeah, but it's canceled out. So well,
Spoon feeding your stats.
it would have been 18 yards, although somebody held illegally there on the line.
4 for 38.
Back 'em
They've been
up.
penalized. 4 for 38.
The Randolph Oilers have now 4 penalties, and it's cost them 38 yards. So now this is time for this Charlestown defense really to buckle down, John. Maybe give the offense the ball back and another crack at it. Second down here.
Please don't associate the word crack when you said Charlestown. Shotgun. Here's Anthony Comer. Throwing over, and the pass is incomplete.
No flag. Yeah, that's
Kelvin Murphy on the play. He's going to get a penalty marker thrown. Pass intended for Derek Epps.
Anthony Comer's pass intended for Derek Epps. Marker down.
There was no need of that extracurricular activity there after the play, and the line judge from this side of the field threw the flag, John. Looked like it was a personal foul against the Charlestown defense. See, mistakes will kill you all the time.
Push down.
But stupid mistakes are unforgivable in this game, if you ask me.
No one's asking. That's 5 first down.
All right.
For the Oilers. Personal foul. He hit him when he was on his way to the locker room there. And down the Townies. 3 for 25. First and 10 now from the 46. Anthony Comer, Elmer's in the backfield. They got Jay slot left. Charlestown with 4 down. Inside handoff, Jay McGee.
Jay McGee in the carry. I think he got right there.
Almost like a trap play right there, John. Comer did just about a 360 there in order to give the ball off to Jay McGee coming across the line. A good gain on the play, calling about 4 yards. Ball spotted just at about a 42-yard line of Charlestown.
Second down, we'll call it 6. Drag, what's it down? 6. Albers alone set that. Well, sorry, the telephone pole's blocking my pal Jay. All right, loose ball. Get a stick and kill that thing. That's a greased pig out there. Greased pigskin.
Anthony Comer
Falls on the ball.
Third down.
Brings up third down. 2nd and 6 suddenly becomes 3rd and 6.
That's 2 fumbles now that Anthony saved for the Oilers, Pete. They could have been turnovers.
Well, those are the type of things that you don't see in the stats. Although that is
in John's stats.
well, John's stats. He keeps stats on everything. That's all right. We're lucky to have him here. So is the EFL.
Peter, 2 Pepsis tonight in the hot dog. That's the first half stats. Now pro set backfield. Anthony with a long check off the line of scrimmage over and McGee make up his backfield. Anthony drops back on 3rd down. Oilers 1 for 3 on 3rd down. Passing complete. Intended for Willie Casey.
Anthony Comer's pass intended for Willie Casey. 4th down.
4th down here as Comer kind of tried to lead Casey there and threw it a little bit too far, too long for the intended receiver. Brings up a 4th down situation.
On the punt for the Randolph Oilers, number 11, Todd Roberts.
Todd Roberts.
Check that. Todd Roberts back to punt for the Oilers. That's a new name for us.
For you.
Yeah.
Matt Pratt Little for Charlestown.
Here's Roberts at a 25-yard.
There we go.
First time up. It's from the 44 up. It is down by Derek Epps.
Good punt. A good punt. Ball stopped
down
at about the 16-yard line of Charlestown.
20-yard punt, but inside
28-yard punt inside the 20-yard line. You can't ask for much more than that. So Charlestown now has another chance at putting more points on the board. This Randolph team got to bear down here. Randolph defense has to shine through here. Get the ball back. Maybe give the offense enough time and a little bit of real estate in order so that they may up this score. First down.
Marino now with a tight eye formation, giving the fullback running. Take it down. Oh, Casey in there, I think.
Submarining it there. Didn't get too much on the play. Call it about
Timeout,
2 yards.
Randolph.
Timeout on the play.
Mr. Murphy, please indicate the approximate time limit of the half. 2:41. 3:41. Do I hear 4? Those bidding in 5.
That's the wonderful thing about keeping time down the field. It's George, let him run Murphy. Run that clock, baby. This will be a 90-minute jobber. You do that. You go, George. George has been with this league since its inception. He along with Tony Sirico, have been stalwarts for this league.
Tony the Tiger Sirico.
You go again with your monitors. Second down.
Second down and 7.
So Randolph it's a good opportunity here. If they can hold them here to 3 downs and punt, they have a good shot at perhaps getting a few more points on the board, if not touchdowns worth. We'll see.
Once again, the tight eye formation, quick count. Oh, pitch out to Rodden. He dropped the ball, picked it up. Gary, he's going to be terminated.
Gary Rodden on the carry.
Followed a couple of blockers there on the right side. Gained about 3 yards. Timeout on the play.
Timeout. Randolph.
So the Oilers call timeout here. Why is that, John? So that you have the opportunity to stop this Charlestown club and force them into a punting situation, thereby giving the offense of Randolph another shot and putting more points on the board.
Yeah, third down for Charlestown. They're 1 for 4 and third down conversions. Their offense is sputtered. I think, though, they did get that gift, and that put them in the game. And if their defense can't apply themselves, as Randolph is trying to get out of second gear here, Pete, but they cannot. Neither can I. 6-6 the score with approximately 3 minutes remaining in this first half. I'm John Horrigan along with Pete McGowan. And hello to all of our forest friends out there. Hope you're enjoying the EFL on ABT.
So we've got a request for Brother John here. I guess having a problem. Nevertheless, John, it's second down here.
People had just asked me for the ladies' room. Marino in trouble, pump fake, nice play by Marino. Scoots his way to the first down.
Wow, good job
Mike
by
Marino.
Mike Marino back there to
Somebody unlocked the ladies' room.
get the first down and as well stopping the clock. With just probably around 1:30 left to go here in the first half. That's a guesstimate on my part. Good play by the quarterback for Charlestown, though, John. So you can't count out these Townies as they're a spirited bunch of guys here on the offense. They look like they might be up to something.
That's the second first down, Peter. 11-yard pickup for Marino. Now works from the shotgun. Trying to get that out of blocking. Pump fake. He's in trouble now, though. Here comes Torum. He smelled a sack. Pass. A diving catch over there by Orlando Soto.
It looked like
Mike Marino's pass is complete to Orlando Soto.
Soto, John,
First down.
over there. I think he did one of the Frankenstein type catches where just catch it and fall out of bounds, stop the clock. Great play by the receiver Soto over there, though, to make a nice catch and get out of bounds.
20 yards.
3 times he's caught the ball, 20 yards are total to his credit, as it were. Good play, though. First down, Charlestown.
Marino with the hurry-up offense. Mike Marino wearing number 8 tonight. Heavy pass right here comes Casey. The throw is complete. A nice catch over there by Matt Fratellillo. First down.
He got about 10 extra yards there after he caught the ball.
Charlestown, first down.
I tell you, if Randolph's defense doesn't get a hold of the grasp of what they need to call on this
2-minute warning!
Charlestown offense, well, we could see some things going on for the Townies as the score is tied. There's 2 minutes now left in the first half. 2-minute warning here on Media One.
A 20-yard pickup there, Pete. Charlestown moving the football. Their fourth first down. Randoplh with his first reception. He came into the game as their leading receiver. 1st and 10 now for Charlestown. Still a long way to go, Pete. They need 31, and I don't think they have much of a kicking game, if any. Spalding does do the place kicking. 2 minutes left in this first half.
Well, relatively, that's a lot of time with the short amount of yards that they do have to cover. It's 1st and 10 from Randolph's 31 now, and Marino is like good passes. So in this half.
An exaggerated shotgun.
Go ahead.
Forget it. Marino sidearm.
Told ya.
The pass is complete. Marino showdown.
Marino's pass can lead to Orlando.
Well, actually, that might be for loss on the play. Although Marino does a good job back there to free himself into passing lanes and look for the receivers. He is being chased around like a rabbit back there, though. As there are a number of Oiler defenders after the quarterback for Charlestown. Good play here, 2nd down.
And about 8, working from just inside the Oiler 30 to the 29. And the shotgun. One fake by Marino. Here comes Vankish. Vankish with a furious pass rush. Pass batted down by Derek Rucker.
When you're not in the hands of Derek Rucker right here, Marino tried to drill it to the receiver as he was almost in the grasp of the Randolph defense and he had to get rid of the ball. Had he not thrown it so hard, that may have been a pickoff and an exchange on the play. Nevertheless, it's 3rd down and just about the same 8 yards. Charlestown
2
now.
for 5 on 3rd down.
Right, Charlestown Townie offense is 2 for 5 on 3rd down.
Marino from the shotgun again. About a minute 30 left. Marino dumps it off the sideline. It's intended for Jay Jones in the play.
See, this is where experience really pays off. You know, experience will get you through every time, hopefully. Right. But see, the pass was thrown a little bit too quick. The receiver had not yet completed his pass route. And it looked like he was open over there, but the ball was thrown a little bit behind him. You know, a little bit more spit and polish there on the offense. You know, they could have been moving the ball inside further inside Randolph territory. It's 4th down.
Got 4th down. Charlestown 0 for 1 on 4th down conversions. 4th down and 9 working from the Oiler 30. And they're too far out. It'd be a 47-yard attempt if they were hitting the field goal here. So they'll go for it. Mike Marino, the quarterback, wearing 8 as he shed his unlucky 13, working from an exaggerated shotgun. Soto split line to the near side. Quick pump fake, heavy pass rush. Here comes Michael Malcolm. They throw for the corner of the end zone. It is incomplete. Oh man, that hurts just watching him go down on that tar, leaving your skin there. Pass broken up.
Well, Marino is quick back there.
By Sam Pearson.
It was a well strung out defense by the Randolph Oilers, forcing Marino to throw the ball, I'm sure, quicker than he wanted to. And the ball falls incomplete. Turned over on downs now to the Randolph Oilers as their offense comes back onto the field with another shot and more points here, John. So this Charlestown Townie defense cannot fall asleep here as Randolph has been known to come back with some quick plays late in the ball game and late in the half.
That should have been their trademark, Pete. Well, Comer will come up under center. He's got a split backfield of Elgar and also Jay McGee. Comer dropping back. He's double wide out to the near side. He's looking down the field for Casey, who's wide open, but he overthrows him. Pass intended for Willie Casey. Coverage on the play provided by Matt Fratellillo.
Pass intended for Willie Casey. Broken up by Matt Fratellillo.
Broke it up on the play down there.
50-50 a couple times. Thank you very much.
Well, so it's second down here for the Oilers. You have some announcements or something,
No,
John?
it's just becomes a community bulletin board. People hear your voice over the PA. Could you have the ladies from home? Could you mention this guy wanted me to sing happy birthday to his wife for the game?
No, it's a,
Here we go now. Second down.
Second down.
Got three wideouts, dubs to the near side. Single.
Oh!
Oh, it's a draw play. The quarterback draw. Anthony Comer still on his feet. Cross midfield, timeout. Actually, that's to the 46.
Anthony Comer
play by Anthony Comer. It's almost like a quarterback
First
draw
down.
from the shotgun. See, that's a pretty innovative play that you only see in the EFL, pretty much, John. You gotta love this league, this whole genre, as it were. Good play,
Close reminder,
good play
the
by
50-50
Comer,
raffle.
by Anthony Comer in there.
First prize.
Yeah, did a good job to give the Randolph Oilers the first down.
First prize, half the jackpot. Second prize, Polaroid camera. And third prize, a free car wash at Rocking Car Wash. 50 tickets are available. With Mr. Bill Conley down the causeway.
50-50 tickles. Oh my. I've had way too much caffeine. I'm working 3 microphones. I've had 4 shocks, and I have the ladies club, women's club coming up here every 5 minutes giving me a First and 10 now, working from the 45. Bob Turner, the head coach, he's assisted and his immense and talented staff by Brother Fred, Suttonville, Tommy McLaughlin, Eddie Penn, Dick Sheehan, Jerry Branch, John Gage, Wayne Samarian, Joe Calzarino, Moses Tupper. There are more coaches than Charlestown has players. The coach for Charlestown, Tony Breen, in his second year, Jack Canini, Gary Longo, Fran McCarthy, and Mike Stillman. The system and the GM is Bob Glenn. Here we go. First and 10. Shotgun. Second down. Yeah, second down. Marker gunners are clueless for this game. Comer on the bootleg. Comer scoots out of bounds at 48, stops the clock.
Anthony Comer stopping the clock.
Good job by Comer to get out of bounds and stop the clock. He picked up about 5 yards on the play, so that's a double bonus there for the Oilers. Stopping the clock. The ball's going to be spotted just about on the midfield stripe there, John. So a good gain by the quarterback.
This is where Jimmy Marshall will get confused, Pete, if they're a loose ball. He don't know which way to run. I saw that the other night on Classic Sports. Felt so bad. Jim Marshall, the Vikings,
Of course.
picked it up, the Purple People Eaters, had a marvelous football career, but running the wrong way, and the teammates are yelling at him, and he's like, he thought that they wanted the ball. They wanted a lateral. He's saying, they want me to lateral the ball. This is my glory. And then he found out they went the wrong way. That's why people call me a wrong way Horrigan, even though my name's Horrigan. From the shotgun, Anthony Comer. I love that fake lap beat. Heavy pass rush.
There we go.
Now steps up in the pocket, flushed out. Finally, Rodden has him by the face mask.
Comer taken down the line of scrimmage by Gary Rodden.
Hope we get back to the original line of scrimmage. Is that the half, John?
Yep.
That is the end of the first half of play with the score.
That's
The
the end of the
Randolph Oilers
first
6, the Charlestown Townies 6.
At the end of 2 quarters
Don't
of play
forget,
here from
concession
Memorial
stand is open,
Field,
folks. Ask
Randolph,
the Randolph Oilers
Massachusetts.
stand.
The score: the Charlestown Townies 6,
Folks, a reminder.
Randolph Oilers 6.
On
You're
Saturday,
watching the
September
EFL
20th, 2
on
weeks.
Media 1.
We have a trip to Maine. It's the last game of the season. The bus will be leaving the VFW parking lot at 2 o'clock. That's Saturday, September 20th, to the Maine. Bus leaving at 2 o'clock from the VFW parking lot.
We off here?
There's your free
A special happy birthday wish. Everybody wish a happy birthday, please, to Kathy Adamitis down at the souvenir table. Happy birthday, Kathy.
That's your announcement. There's your free meal.
Here's your free meal.
That's your announcement. I gotta play Moni Moni from March here. I think 3, Tony, let me check. What'd you have one for? You have one for how much?
Thank God they're not within their own end. The Oilers, that is. Now they have a golden opportunity, John. First and 10 at the 45-yard line. Out Randolph.
Marino. Play action fake. Heavy pass rush. Here comes Vegas. Torm almost got him. Oh, incomplete.
Ball falls incomplete. Marino, though, he's a good athlete back there, John. As he had two defenders all practically wrapped around him, and he still had the strength of arm to throw the ball a good 25, 30 yards in the air, near the intended receiver. Ball falls incomplete. Gonna make it a third down situation.
Second down. Working on the 45. Again, the tight eye formation. Wrong one. This is a tailback. He's a big one. Actually, they get this ball. Heavy pass rush. Look at that. They're chasing him like villagers would chase Frankenstein. Finally, they throw it a Spalding. Complete. Close to the first down.
Wow, another great scrambling athletic move by the quarterback Marino as he found Scott Spalding out there in the open flat and hit him on the number 9 there on his chest, and first down Charlestown. So they're moving the ball. The score is tied, John. You know, Randolph has to win these last remaining games for them in order so that they make the playoffs.
Yeah, 3 and 4. They have to win. Well, you have to finish with a 500 record or better in order to qualify for the playoffs. And off to Rowan. Fumble! Loose ball! It is recovered by the Oilers! Oh my, there was a rugby scrum there! Recovered by Derek Rucker!
Wow,
Randolph recovered the fumble, and it's Derek Rucker!
As the Townies had it going their way, it looked like they were going to march the ball down perhaps to get some points on the board, but steady and strong Randolph defense makes the play once again. It makes things happen out there by slapping the ball and making those high tackles. Turns the ball over. First down Randolph.
First turnover committed by Charlestown. Anthony Comer will start a quarterback, replacing the injured Chris Noble with a pro set inside handoff. Here's Jack.
Going nowhere on that quick dive right there. The Townies swarming all over the middle of the line there to bring down Jay McGee. Short gain on the play. It's going to make it a second down situation for the offense of Randolph.
Second down, the tackle made by Ron Picard. Second down and 9. Solo setback. New kid we were telling you about, they put in where he was trying to stand for number 49. Long and deliberate cadence here by Anthony. Jay's slot right. Watch it near side. The Zaps. Anthony in trouble, avoids a hit by Spalding. He says he's going to keep it. Anthony cross midfield and dances out of bounds. Anthony Comer,
He looked like he was going to be wrapped up and brought down for a loss there, John. And he did another one of those little dance steps and a couple side steps there. Freed himself into open running room and got his line mates and himself another first down. So this Randolph team is not letting up. Score is still tied here.
Comer, 58 yards, Pete. He's got 58 yards rushing. He's got 21 yards receiving. He's thrown for 33 yards. And he's punted for 45 yards, returned to punt for 5 yards. So he's a multi-purpose weapon here. It is now first and 10, working from just over midfield at the ball. Forces it up. They did not get back. Reggie Murphy jumped offside.
Penalty markers down.
It looked like
Offside, Charlestown.
the Townies perhaps maybe touched one of the Oilers there as they went by inadvertently and tried to jump back, but made a connection. Offside against the defense. John, back to Anthony Comer. You gotta love that kind of a weapon on your team. He does just about anything and everything the coach would ask of him.
Dan Duquette would love him where he could Pay one guy one salary for 10 positions. Throws that backfield. Can't believe he's still with the Red Sox. Now, Comer, short drop, dumps it off. It was intended for Casey Powers. So I thought that was for me.
Well, that's it right there.
Comer's pass intended for Willie Casey or Jeff Powers.
Two receivers in the same area is a tough situation for the quarterback. He kind of threw it in between both of the receivers out there in the flat. Ball falls incomplete. Harding coming out.
He's had a long and spectacular career for the Oilers. Mark Harding, number 2, their veteran, full-time leading receiver in yards during their championship heydays. The Oilers dominated this league along with Malmberg and Lunenborough. 2nd and 5. Comer inside handoff. This is Jay McGee down to the 40. This is
That
Jay
trap
McGee.
play, John, as Anthony Comer does just about a 360 and catches McGee coming the other way, and the
Third and
trap
smidgen.
blocking as the guard will get the tackle and the tackle will get the guard and open up that
They get
hole
the
there
time.
for Jay McGee.
Prize number 1, 65 bucks, that's the number. Prize 2, Polaroid camera, that's the number. Number 3, Rocky Power, that's the number.
Great.
I'll be at the concession.
Got it, Bill. We'll do it.
Lower the
Prize,
Yeah. Here we go now. 3rd down and short. The Oilers are 1 for 4 on 3rd down conversions. The handoff. Terrence Stanton, 1st down.
Terrence Stanton slashes forward.
Close to the 1st down, Pete. Did it.
1st down.
It's 8 first downs for the Oilers. Stanton picking up 3 yards in the play. Here we go. In just a second. Tonight's winning number. I know you can get 50-50 tickets out, Pete. My Mohegan son. Always getting a little action up. 1st and 10 for the Oilers. They have 8 first downs. Here's Comer now pitches to the right side. Elder made a nice play. One hand. Mike Elder slashes across the 30. Bumps out of bounds to the 22.
Flag on the play. That might be flipping
Penalty marker down.
or a holder of face mask in there. Preliminary. Might be a face mask.
There you go. Stay. Keep it simple. There you go.
Penalties get right on.
And they backed them up. What? How long? Did not see the indication. I imagine
Face mask.
it was a face mask. Or was it? Backed them up.
15 yards.
There's a holding penalty.
Holding gets right on. 1st down.
So Randolph has been penalized now. 5 times for 47 yards.
First and 20.
Elder, that nice run was wiped out. Elder, and there, Terrence Stanton, as I said, he's dressing tonight, wearing 49. This is Terrence and a nice first carry. Knocked backwards.
Terrence Stanton on the carry.
Stanton was stacked up there on the left side of the offensive line. Good surge once again by the Townies. Making a 2nd down now.
Yeah, they go to Old Faithful, McGee and Harding. Probably with about 30 years experience between the two, about 25 years in this league. Terrence Stanton comes out in the ball game. 2nd down and we'll call it 19.
2nd and 19.
Comer up under center. He's got split backfield pro set. Straight drop back by Comer.
Yeah,
Being
pass.
chased out of the pocket. Gets the pass off. Oh,
Comer's
incomplete.
pass intended for Harding falls incomplete.
Anthony Comer's pass intended for Mark Harding.
Looked like it was going for Mark Harding right there. Threw it a little bit over his head and a little bit out of his reach. All falls incomplete.
Oilers are 2 for 5 in 3rd down conversions.
3rd and 19. Folks, we have the 50-50 raffle going coming up very shortly, so get your ticket down.
Boy, Comer, all things I'm doing tonight, huh? Working PA, play-by-play, raffle tickets, bake sale items. Oh, bad snap! Look at that thing, that's a turkey with some buckshot in it, and he kicks it! Like a Paraguayan soccer player, finally bats it out of bounds. Big loss!
Well, nah, that could
The
really
snap is
cost
botched.
this Oiler club. There was a
And knocked out of bounds.
botch snap completely, and then it went back. Good size loss in the play, John. You're gonna have to call that just around what
40 and 15 points.
Incredible. Anthony Comer though doing a good job to
A
keep
35-yard loss.
35-yard loss. Now forces the Oilers into a punting
Punting for the
situation.
Oilers, number 11, Tom Roberts. He's number 89.
Here's another present handed to this Charlestown Townie team. We'll see what they can do with it, John. Perhaps they can make it grow.
Minus 35 on that. Now Roberts finally gets off a good kick. And Fred Little backpedals to his 46 and take it down. Oh, Epps, he dropped the football. Derek Epps on the coverage.
Matt Farrell on the punt return. Epps on the coverage.
Wow, good special teams play down there by Epps. Epps got right in there right after the receiver made the catch. He made the hit, but
39-yard punt.
anyway, the Charlestown Townies now have the ball once again. First down.
6-6 in the third quarter. John Horrigan along with Peter McGowan and our multiple personalities. Roger along with the EFL on Media One in ABT. America's broadcast team. By far, well, we're not the best broadcast team, but we're certainly the coolest. At least we think we are. That's all that matters. While working from the 45.
You're right.
I'm not lying for that. Here's
It's not the first
Mike
time.
Marino. Working with that tight line formation. Blocking back is that tail. Robin, the big tailback. You can get the Robin. Finds a hole. This is Robin.
Flags on the
Gary
play.
Robin.
Gary Ryan on the carry. Marker down.
Flags on the play, John. Looks like play might be getting a little bit chippy out there as the flag was thrown from back. It's a holding call against Charlestown, so that's going to back them up. Just as they started moving the ball, they shoot themselves in their foot. Taking the line from you.
I never said that. Don't ever attribute that quote to me. Mr. Cleon Cliche. Just trying to tack it on me, huh?
Well, you're the boss. You have to take the heat.
First down and 20.
First and 20.
Thank you, Tom Burke. Wonderful camera work on the front down there doing the Oilers a great service. Here, now working from the shotguns, Mike Marino. A long count. Inside handoff to Rodin. Rodin rocked up at the line of scrimmage. Taken down by Jason Vega.
Wow.
Gary Ryan on the carry. Taken out by Jason Vega.
Good defense exhibited by the Randolph Oilers. Second down and a millennium, as it were. The Oiler defense really now has to hold this Charlestown club into a punting situation, hopefully for them, as they'll get the ball back with fairly good field position if in fact they do hold them. If it's the middle road in life though, John, without the effort, it'll be a lie.
That's a good one. Pass is incomplete. It's dropped on the play. Pass is dropped by Orlando Soto.
Marino's pass intended for Orlando Soto. Third down.
So Charlestown 2 for 7. Did you submit your cup to the league office this week? Okay. There we go. Third down. Oh, and 20 light years to quote Peter. Working from the shotgun. Speaking of shotgun, where's the shotgun when you need one? Here's Marino now. Pump fake. Didn't work earlier, doesn't work now. Heavy pass rush. Guns it outside him. This is Orlando Soto. Taken down at midfield.
Good gain on the
Marino's
play.
pass complete to
Out to
Orlando.
about the 48-yard line of Charlestown. So, third down. It's going to be third down and about 7, we'll call it.
6. Gain of 14.
14-yard gain on the play. So, don't count out this Charlestown club. The score is still only 6-6.
Five catches for Soto, 36 yards receiving.
Oh,
Punting is Mike Marino, deep for Randolph at the Comer.
Marino's done a fabulous job punting here. Horrigan snapped from the 49 back up in his corner of his own 9. On a 42 yards, he runs out of bounds.
42-yard punt.
42 yards on the punt for Marino.
Comer.
Anthony Comer has about a 5-yard return. Call that 11. Good return by Anthony Comer. Mr. Everything here for the Randolph Oilers.
6-6 here in the third quarter. Time being kept on the field. George Murphy Sr., the Dean of EFL officials, letting that clock run. This will be a Greg Maddox baseball game. We'll be out here in under an hour and a half. Work. Both teams will run the ball. Here's Comer now coming out with a close-up backfield consisting of Jim McGee and Mike Elmer. Epps split wide to the near side. Casey was at a nice game to the far side. There's a loose ball on play. Knocked down is Jim McGee.
Jim McGee in the carry.
Loose ball over there, look. Jay McGee got it back and gained nothing on the play, perhaps lost a half a yard. We'll see now, this is where the attrition factor really holds a heavy hand, John.
Oilers using a lot of counter handoff plays, reverse direction handoffs, trying to spring Jay, and it's worked. He doesn't have over 100 yards with his head. 3 gains over 5. Terrence Stanton back in the ball game. Anthony checking off, second down and 10. Jay lines up as a wingback to the near side. Epps Casey now telling Epps to get up the line of scrimmage. He wasn't even in the line of scrimmage. Comer rolling up. Heavy pass rush by Charlestown, and he wisely throws it out of bounds.
Anthony Comer's pass is intended for the right side bleacher.
Nowhere to run to.
It's not chasing all of our fans.
All right.
Third down.
Third down and 10.
Being snapped from the 20. This heat has been an uneventful game. The Leominster game was a dandy, but this one here has been a yawner. 6-6. If you weren't with us earlier, and I can understand so, Chris Noble went down with a knee injury. Elder checks back into the ball game, along with Jay McGee as a tip back to the near side else. Casey to the far side. Someone might move along the scrimmage. Another bad snap. Anthony rolling out of trouble down, falls down.
Anthony Comer in the keeper. Taken down the play by Fernando Prieto.
Another good defensive stint by the Charlestown Townies. It's a 4th down situation. Punting once again
Punting
here.
for the Oilers, number 11, Todd Roberts.
Oilers is Todd Roberts.
Brady and Federillo.
Federillo's going back deep once again, John. He's a dangerous weapon for these Charlestown Townies. Low snap, kick goes off, and it's a good kick. Takes somewhat of a Randolph bounce.
32 yards.
It'll be
A 32-yard
down
punt is down
at about the
by us.
49-yard line of Charlestown.
Okay, folks, here we go. 50-50 raffle. Third prize, you win a car wash at Brockton Car Wash.
Where the
Ticket number 769-8012. 769-8012. Your lights are on. 769-8012. Go down and see Bill Conley in the causeway. Second prize, a Polaroid camera. 769-7907. 769-7907. We'll read the grand prize in a bit.
That dead air brought to you by the makers and distributors of food. When you're hungry, have something wicked good to eat. And by the grace of God. There must be a reason, so have faith in something bigger. It's 1st and 10 for Charlestown, working from their own 48. big run in.
Oh.
Ronald pulls his way forward, finally smeared out by Derek Rucker.
Hard running down there. That's some tough going down there in the trenches down there, John. Opening up.
Grand prize winner, 769-7933. 769-7933. You win $65. 769-7933.
Second down.
Second down, here's Marino. Pick up 4 on the play. Oilers want to jump, handoff. Rod and markers fly everywhere.
Robin. Bingo hit by Derek Rucker. Marker down.
Marker down the play. It's going the preliminary indication against Charlestown. Holding.
Holding against Charlestown.
For Charlestown, that's their 6th penalty for 50 yards.
Once again, tonight's 50-50 raffle winner, $65, 769-7933. Folks, thanks for playing tonight's 50-50 raffle. All prize winners, please proceed to the concession stand to see Mr. Bill Cotley. 769-7933.
Second down.
Another loser, Pete. 4 of them.
4 of them up. Second down, and we'll call it 14. From the shotgun Marino. Charlestown's played well. Now steps up in the pocket, he's going to run with it. Marino across midfield, across the 45, dives forward to the 41. First down.
See, Marino's
Right,
dangerous
Marino.
back there. He's quick as a cat.
First down.
Receivers were well covered, and Marino just decided to tuck it up under his arm and fly forward. Just what he did, made a nice run on the play. First down into Randolph territory at the Randolph 41. Sits the football, 1st and 10 here for the Charlestown Townies. So they're on the march here, John.
Yes, sir. A good time with them may be in the 3rd quarter.
That is the end of the 3rd quarter of play with the score. The Randolph Oilers 6 and the Charlestown Townies 6. Folks, one more time with those 50-50 numbers. 769-8012, you won a car wash. 769-7907, you won a Polaroid camera. 769-7933, you have won $65. And 769-4524, that will get you some home indoor mess.
There we go now, beginning the 4th quarter, 6-6. John Horrigan joined by Pete McGowan. The reunion tour. Pete is suffering from tinnitus. Bass player tonight is Mr. John Entwistle. And our cameraman is Tom Burr. First and 10 for Charlestown as we open the 4th in Randolph Oiler 41.
First and 10 for Charlestown on the Oiler 41.
You said that I have a tone of sarcasm when I announce.
It's almost on the verge of mockery.
It is on the cusp of mockery. Tight-eye formation, people moving along the line. That's a broken
Oh,
play.
it looked like you
And
were
Marino
back.
is crunched by Al Casey. Markers down.
It's like a
Taken
baby
out by Al
against the
Casey,
defense.
markers down.
Offense. Is it
Offside
against
Randolph.
the defense. So, marches these Charlestown Townies that much closer, Joe. When you said 52 yards, the Oilers have been penalized 6 times. They've been flagged. 52. Forget it. Anyway, John, you were correct in your statement that the Charlestown Townies are playing well and they're moving the ball, and you got to watch out for this. The score is tied.
That's right.
Randolph doesn't go to the playoffs if they lose again.
Tried. Low on to sleep. Big handoff. Close to the first down for Charlestown. I think that was big, Gary. Run in. No, Rich Sentol. I'm going to just read off the entire roster. Jim Franklin.
Jim Franklin on the carry.
Close to the first down, very close to the first down. That's it. It's only the second and short, John, here. So now
And a hot dog.
the Townies have an opportunity here. They have a couple of plays they can waste. As you know, maybe go for the end zone on a couple of these tries. Well, you know, we'll see. But it's an I formation, one wide out on each side.
Here we go, Rod, and again, he might not have gotten it.
Nope, didn't get it.
Didn't get this Budweiser frog out of my throat there. Now he's backed up by Toe. Ooh, too soft.
Backed up by Toad. You get it? Frog off his voice, Toad. No. The
Rod on the carry, stopped by Big Al Casey.
Rod lost yards on the play, John.
Third and 3.
So second and 1
Third and 3.
now becomes third and 3. So
Charlestown 2 for 7 on third down.
2 for 7 on third down attempts are the Townies here. They kind of put themselves in a hole. Got a lot of yards to cover here in tough Randolph territory. I formation. We got the wing back to the right.
Big play.
Big play. Fake.
Here's Marino dropping back, trying to dump it out. The pass is complete. It is complete for the touchdown. Matt Randoplh catches a 33-yard scoring strike. It's 12-6 Charlestown.
Matt Randoplh catches
Randoplh with a great catch on an even better play by the Charlestown quarterback down there, John Marino, as he made the nice play action fake to freeze the linebackers back there. That gave Fratellillo a chance to cut in towards the post, and Marino saw him open and saw him running and hit him on the fly, and he did the rest to get the Charlestown Townies the 6 points and now lead the game 12-6 with the after point on its way. Point after on its way.
They're going to attempt a 2-point conversion.
Charlestown will attempt the point after touchdown. Mike Marino will hold for Scott Spalding.
Spalding's on the kick. Marino will hold. Watch for the fake. 12-6 the score. Ball is down, marker down. It's a bad kick.
He is no good. He is marker down.
Well, marker down on this area, it could be assessed on the kickoff. So it looks like it is against Randolph, so perhaps they will try again, John. What would you do in this situation?
Illegal procedure against Randolph.
It is against the Randolph Oilers. Illegal procedure, so I guess they go half the distance now to the goal line. Oh, okay. So now they're going to bring in a couple of big backs and go for the 2 points now.
Charlestown will attempt the 2-point conversion.
So, now another gift handed over towards Charlestown. They've got a nice slice of cake tonight. Let's see if they can eat it too.
Well, they're trying to get this 2 points. They did 12-6 here. We're about 10 minutes left in the ball game. Marino,
Quarterback sneak.
Marino rolling out. Go, look, game bankers, heavy pass rush, throws it, it's complete. A 2-point conversion to Danny Ryan, it's 14-6.
Wow, another good play by Mike Marino as he kind of slid and slithered his way to the left side of the line. Found an open passing lane and hit the open receiver there in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. Padding their lead by 2. It's now 14-6 in favor of the Charlestown Townies.
Yeah, Dan Ryan catching the 2-point conversion.